Cobra, 1986, a cult classic action film, left an unforgettable mark on fans with its intense action sequences and the iconic performance of Sylvester Stallone. But after 38 years, where are the stars of this legendary movie now? What has happened to the cast of Cobra in 2024? From career shifts to personal transformations, we take a deep dive into the fascinating journeys of the actors who made this film a timeless hit. Join us as we explore the untold stories and surprising updates about the cast members of this action-packed classic. Ernie Santilli, born on April 21, 1938, played the affable and loyal Gonzalez in Cobra at the age of 48. A character actor beloved for his warmth and humor, Santoni's career faltered in the years following Cobra, with fewer high-profile roles coming his way. Off-screen, his personal life was riddled with difficulties, including a failed marriage and estranged relationships with his children, whose names he rarely mentioned publicly. Santilli also battled health issues, including cancer and long-term complications from kidney disease. Tragically, he passed away on August 1, 2020, at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a sense of what might have been had his later years been kinder. Brigitte Nielsen, born on July 15, 1963, brought strength and vulnerability to her role as Ingrid in Cobra at the age of 23. Her life post-Cobra was a whirlwind of headlines, from a tumultuous marriage to Sylvester Stallone to subsequent relationships marred by instability. Nielsen has been married 5 times and has 5 children, her youngest born in 2018 when she was 54, a decision that garnered media attention and criticism. She struggled with alcoholism for years before achieving sobriety in the mid-2000s. Despite these challenges, she remains resilient, though her family life has been fraught with ups and downs. Now 61, Nielsen has embraced a quieter life, focusing on motherhood and occasional acting roles. Sylvester Stallone, born on July 6, 1946, was at the height of his career when he portrayed the iconic Marion Cobretti in the 1986 action film Cobra. At 40 years old, Stallone embodied the gruff, justice-driven cop with intensity and charisma. However, Stallone's personal life after Cobra was marked by turmoil. He endured 3 marriages, his second, to actress Brigitte Nielsen, ended bitterly after 2 years of public scandals. Stallone later found stability in his 3rd marriage to Jennifer Flavin, but not without heartache, as they briefly separated in 2022 before reconciling. He faced the devastating loss of his eldest son, Sage, in 2012, followed by his sister Tony's battle with cancer. Now 78, Stallone continues acting but carries the weight of these personal tragedies, balancing his career with a focus on family. Andrew Robinson, born on February 14, 1942, portrayed Detective Monty in Cobra at the age of 44. Monty's cynical and rule-abiding demeanor made him a foil to Cobretti's rogue approach. Andrew, now 82, has endured a life of highs and lows. His marriage to actress Irene Scherer lasted 25 years but ended in an acrimonious divorce, leaving him estranged from his 2 children, Emma and Paul. His career saw a decline after Cobra, with roles relegated to minor television appearances. A devastating fire in 2001 destroyed his home, followed by the loss of his brother in a car accident. Now 82, Andrew lives modestly in a small California town, battling the isolation of estrangement and arthritis. Lee Garlington, born on July 20, 1953, played the role of Nancy Stalk in Cobra at the age of 33. Nancy's bravery and resilience were emblematic of Lee's own strength, as she navigated a life filled with personal and professional hurdles. After Cobra, her career stagnated, with offers dwindling to minor TV roles. Lee married photographer David Weissman in 1988, but their marriage unraveled after their only son, Julian, was diagnosed with autism. The stress led to their divorce in 2002. Tragedy struck again when her younger brother died in a hiking accident in 2010. Now 71, Lee lives quietly in Arizona, working as an advocate for children with special needs, but she struggles with the loneliness of faded fame and fractured family ties. John Hertzfeld, born on April 15, 1947, played Cho, a calm and capable ally to Cobretti, at age 39. Despite a promising start, John's directorial ambitions after Cobra faltered, with several projects going unproduced. His personal life was equally fraught. His marriage to artist Karen Donovan ended in divorce after 18 years, and their daughter, Lily, struggled with substance abuse, resulting in a strained relationship. In 1993, John suffered the heartbreak of losing his father to cancer, followed shortly by the death of his best friend in a plane crash. Now 76, John resides in Florida, focusing on writing and mentoring young filmmakers while grappling with the weight of his regrets. Brian Thompson, born on August 28, 1959, brought a chilling intensity to the role of the night slasher at just 27 years old. The character's cold-blooded brutality mirrored Brian's own career struggles, as he found himself typecast in villainous roles after Cobra. His marriage to choreographer Diane Salinger was brief and tumultuous, ending in 1995 after years of rumored infidelity. Together, they had one son, Lucas, who tragically passed away in his teens due to a rare illness. Brian's life was further marred by a car accident in 2007 that left him with chronic pain. Now 65, he works as a fitness trainer, living a solitary life in Washington. Marco Rodriguez, born on July 10, 1953, delivered a chilling performance as the supermarket killer in Cobra at 33 years old. Despite his compelling portrayal, Marco struggled to break free from typecasting as a villain, relegating him to small, forgettable roles in B-movies. His marriage to journalist Clara Mendoza ended after 5 years, leaving their 2 children, Sofia and Mateo, caught in the crossfire of their acrimonious divorce. Marco faced further hardship when his father passed away suddenly in 1997 and when he narrowly survived a serious car accident in 2008. Now 71, he lives modestly in Texas, teaching acting workshops and grappling with the frustrations of a career unfulfilled. Art LaFleur, born on September 9, 1943, brought authority in gravitas to the role of Captain Sears at age 43. His commanding presence mirrored his real-life dedication, though his career after Cobra never reached the heights he had hoped for. He married actress Shelley Runnels, and they had 2 daughters, Emily and Kate. However, his relentless pursuit of success strained their marriage, leading to a bitter divorce in 1998. Tragedy shadowed his later years as he lost his home to a wildfire in 2005 and was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2014. Art passed away on November 17, 2021, at the age of 78, due to complications from Parkinson's. Remembered for his warmth and humor, he left behind a legacy of both quiet resilience and poignant regret. David Rasche, born on August 7, 1944, embodied the loyal and supportive character of Dan at 42 in Cobra. Despite his cheerful demeanor on screen, Rasche's personal life was marked by challenges. Married to Heather Lupton, a theater director, their marriage endured tension over his career sacrifices. The couple had 2 sons, Ethan and Jeremy, whose turbulent teenage years added strain. Rasche's post-Cobra career saw limited success, leading to frustration and bouts of depression. 3 tragedies shaped his life: the sudden death of his eldest son in 2007, a near-fatal car crash, and losing his savings in a fraudulent investment. Now 80, Rasche lives quietly in upstate New York, writing poetry and reflecting on his past. Val Avery, born on July 14, 1924, brought to life the character of Chief Halliwell, a stern and no-nonsense police chief, at the age of 62 in Cobra. Though he exuded authority on screen, Val's personal life painted a somber picture. Married to actress Margot Stevenson, their union was fraught with struggles over his workaholic tendencies and financial difficulties after his acting career dwindled in the late 1980s. The couple had 1 daughter, Anne, who remained distant after her parents' divorce in 1988. Avery faced 3 tragic milestones: the death of his brother in a car accident, bankruptcy in his late 60s, and the loneliness of his final years. He passed away on December 12, 2009, at age 85, from heart failure. Roger Aaron Brown, born on June 12, 1949, played policeman number 2 in the 1986 action film Cobra at the age of 37. A steady, dependable officer, his character embodied the dedication of law enforcement. While his role was modest, it reflected his often unnoticed but vital contributions to the team. Tragically, his career after Cobra did not see the same level of success. He experienced a series of personal setbacks, including a failed marriage and the struggle to maintain steady acting work. Though he has not publicly shared much about his personal life, it is known that he faced financial struggles, leading to a quiet retreat from Hollywood. Now 75 years old, he lives a private life, avoiding the spotlight and focusing on a simpler existence. Nina Axelrod, born on July 28, 1955, appeared briefly but memorably as the kind-hearted waitress at 31 in Cobra. Off-screen, her life was anything but fleetingly sweet. Married to cinematographer Robert Harmon, the relationship suffered from long periods of separation due to their work. The couple had one daughter, Lily, whose struggles with addiction caused emotional strain. Axelrod's acting career faded in the early 1990s, leaving her to pivot to teaching drama, which never fulfilled her creatively. She endured 3 major tragedies: her husband's infidelity, the loss of her mother in a house fire, and a chronic illness diagnosis in her 50s. Now 69, Axelrod resides in a modest home in Los Angeles, focusing on community work to find solace. Gregory Cruz, born February 14, 1957, portrayed the janitor in Cobra when he was 29 years old. The janitor's role was small but significant, providing vital clues to the protagonist's investigation. In contrast to the gritty action surrounding him, Cruz's career faced difficult challenges after Cobra. He found it hard to transition to more prominent roles in Hollywood, and despite his talent, he struggled with typecasting. His personal life mirrored his career struggles, as his first marriage ended in heartbreak after a decade. Cruz later remarried, but that relationship was also strained, ultimately leading to another divorce. At 67, he remains a reserved figure, living out his days away from the entertainment industry, still working in theater, but at a much more local level. Bert Williams, born on April 12, 1922, was 64 years old when he portrayed the no-nonsense Commissioner Redesdale in Cobra, 1986. His character was the epitome of authority, always poised in the face of chaos, overseeing the police department with an unyielding demeanor. Tragically, Bert's life after the film didn't mirror the commanding presence he exhibited on screen. He faced personal struggles, including the dissolution of his marriage, which left him with a sense of isolation. Bert never remarried, and he passed away on January 31, 2001, at the age of 78. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed, but his decline in health in later years was a visible sign of his hardships. Bert's legacy lives on, though his personal life remained largely shadowed by solitude. Karen Kondasian, born January 27, 1941, was 45 when she played the role of nurse in Cobra. The character was a caring and empathetic figure, a stark contrast to the violent world of Sylvester Stallone's character. While her career had some momentum in the 1980s, Cobra marked the high point, and she struggled to break into major roles afterward. Personal tragedies marked her life as well, with an unhappy marriage that ended in divorce. She then faced the heart-wrenching loss of a child, which profoundly affected her emotionally. Though she later remarried, the relationship was strained, and they parted ways. Now 74, Karen continues to act occasionally but largely keeps to herself, focused on writing and smaller projects. Her resilience remains, though her life has been marred by sorrow. Paul Dion Monti, born on April 7, 1967, was just 19 years old when he appeared as the supermarket clerk in Cobra. The character was minor but memorable, embodying the everyman caught in the crossfire of a violent world. His post-film career was less glamorous, as he struggled to find consistent work in Hollywood. While not married, Paul faced a series of failed relationships and emotional turmoil, which affected his personal happiness. His greatest tragedy, however, was the sudden passing of his younger brother in a tragic accident, which sent Paul into a period of deep mourning. At 57, he remains largely out of the public eye, living quietly and privately. Despite his past, Paul is remembered by fans for his brief but impactful role in the film. Brian Edwards, born on August 31, 1966, was 20 years old when he played the role of Hospital Visitor No. 1 in Cobra. His character was a compassionate figure, a supportive friend or relative visiting someone in a hospital, an understated role but one that required emotional depth. Unfortunately, after the film, Brian's career didn't take off, and he faced struggles with addiction and health problems that kept him from sustaining any significant roles in acting. His personal life was marked by a series of broken relationships, and despite being married twice, he experienced the pain of both divorces. Brian's most painful tragedy came when his son was diagnosed with a terminal illness, a loss that profoundly affected him. Now 58, Brian lives a quiet life, away from the public, focusing on recovery and personal growth. Who is your favorite character from Cobra? How does it feel knowing that some of the actors are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Thank you for your support.